Well, let's talk about this for a second. Because I saw Draymond Green, Stugatz, getting a lot of applause for something this weekend. Even Jay Williams got in there and said, great leadership from Draymond Green.
LeBron did too.
Yeah, so I want to talk about this for a second, even though I know a lot of you have already chosen sides on whatever this stuff is that we can't agree on. Faith, Fauci, masks, mandates. And I know many of you listening right now, like this has become so political and so polarizing that I'm probably speaking to most people who just generally agree with our leanings on this stuff, which we would file under try to be unselfish. Like, just try to think about somebody other than yourself. But Draymond Green gets out there and puts his voice for 2 minutes on freedom and saying correctly, because he's not wrong about this part, when he says, why are you pushing this so hard? The reaction to the people being pushed, athletes or otherwise, whether it's about facts or science, is going to be like, I'm put off by this. You're coming on too strong. Wiggins is now vaccinated after not wanting to do it, religious exemption. And basically, he's been forced into doing this thing that many people don't believe is American, to put something in your body, to force something in your body. And so they put their fists up on this. Right. But why are you pushing this so hard? The answer is because more than 700,000 people in America are dead. And there's a vaccine available that helps with the math and the science on this, and it's being rejected by people who are saying, nope, freedom, 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 and then it's science and facts. No, those aren't science and facts. I choose my own facts. And I don't really want to fight with you about that anymore. Like, I'm tired. I've got I'm not even kidding you, Stugatz. Like, there is no greater poison in my life right now than how dispirited I am by just, can we be a little less selfish? And the answer is no, okay? The answer, again and again, is no.
But you're broken in a way where it's like, hey, if you don't want to get it at this point, just don't go get it. That's it.
It's not that I don't want to argue anymore. Like, right. I don't want to argue. Because the arguing's not working, Stugatz, because I'm seeing Draymond Green applauded. And I'm like, the answer to your question, why are we pushing this so hard? Because more than 700,000 Americans are dead. And the math and the science suggests that if you do this, if you just do this, you will help other people because, and this is the dispiriting part about the selfishness, is I see the world burning with climate change, Stugatz.
Right.
Like literal fire and flood that's apocalyptic. And the UN reports are like, code red, science got this one wrong. They underestimated. Like, apocalyptic, biblical, your atmosphere is falling apart is coming, according to the nation scientists, not religion and politics, the nation scientists, and a notoriously conservative organizations that's saying, holy shit, code red on climate. Code red. Because we keep digging for fuel and need a little extra money as Bezos flies in space. And I just want it to be less selfish, just a little less selfish, because you're not putting on a mask or getting vaccinated just for you. You're doing it for someone else so that it doesn't have to be more than 700,000 dead. And I don't want to fight with people about this. Like, I don't want to be like, you hate Bill Maher now. We're all taking these sides everywhere. And I don't want to keep fighting about it. But when I see Draymond Green being applauded for just saying freedom, freedom, why are you pushing this so hard? I get why you would reject that. I get why are you pushing this so hard for an athlete, for anyone else? Fuck off. Like, don't push this on me. No, I'm free. I'm American. I'm proudly American. I'm free. No, I get why you would say that puts me off. And I agree with that part for Draymond. But why are you pushing so hard? Because please save lives. Like I get it. Some of the numbers are overinflated. Like, hospitalizations, if you get this, is like 1% to 5%. Like, it's not very high. Just hospitalizations, not death. Like, the chances of it really harming Draymond are not great. But right up until it kills Karl Anthony Towns' mom.
Right.
Like,
ask about his experience with Karl Anthony Towns.
But it's not about yelling. It's about what happens is in the tone and in the argument of it and the reaching through the politics of it. It really is a cry for help from the vaccinated. Like, please help. These people don't have to die. And to have shouted back, no, freedom. Like, it's as if I don't believe in freedom. As if I don't believe, Stugotz,
Right.
as if I don't believe in freedom. My, parents, exiles, leave Cuba, everything that happened at ESPN was all about freedom. And I just want to reach Draymond and be like, no, man, you're not doing that for you. You're doing it for me.
Right.
You're doing it you're not, the masks and the mandates and the vaccines are sort of forcing you. And the answer is no, I'm going to be selfish about this. And I'm going to cloak it in the American flag and freedom.
90% of the league, or 95 now, I guess, is vaccinated, and they're concerned about the 5% who are not.
They're going to be forced to do it.
They don't want to give it to you, and they don't want to get it from you. It is that, like, to me, it is that simple. And it doesn't mean that I don't believe in freedom. It doesn't mean that you don't believe in freedom. I believe in the science. And I believe in the fact that I want to live.
But I get that why others wouldn't. I get why black people wouldn't trust science or the government or America or anything else. Like, I get that part. I'm not even arguing. Like, so to be pushed on like that and to buck on it with pride, like Draymond would, like, no, bleep off. I'm free. I don't have to do what this country has done to my people before. I get that viewpoint. And I get bucking on, like, don't push on me. I'm Draymond Green. I'm like the best post defender in the league on people bigger than me. You know what the odds are on me from Michigan State climbing through what I climbed through to get to where I got? No, man, bleep off. Get off me. You don't tell me what to do with my body. You have no earthly idea what it takes to keep this body the way that it is. Don't fuck with my body. Totally get that. Like, how could you not understand that? But it's the next step. It's not about your body. It's about grandma's. It's about just this thing spreading. It's about this virus of selfishness that is producing this other virus and allowing it to spread. And I don't want to shout at people anymore about this. It's wearying for all. It's weary. It's as wearying for you listening to it as it is for me to deliver it.
But I think you have to, and you have to keep beating that drum.
No, but I don't want to fight. Like, it's not something.
It's not, Dan.
It's as simple to me as people are dying. Can you do whatever you can to stop that?
But wait a second. I have, in our mentions on social media, there have been countless people where we discuss this, or we have a guest on and they discuss it, and they go out and they get vaccinated. And so maybe you don't feel like you're having an impact or making a difference, but you are.
It's not, the intent is not to grandstand. I'm just telling you that in our, like, just what's happening in the world right now. Like, I can't, people wanted with this freedom, people wanted with this freedom for me to go and it'd be a fair ask of me. Hey, Dan, why aren't you talking about immigration and the shit show at our border now? You politics guy, you libtard, you know, you're all left, you're all woke. And I'm horrified by everything that's happening on the border through whatever the political administrations are, because through the selfishness that has now contaminated America, our leadership all across the board blows, and politics is contaminated and the world burns. And I want to talk about that, but let me go ahead and stop your fun conversation that you were just having, which is better radio, better podcast, the fun around sports that people come around here for. I don't want to plague this thing with sermons and virus. I want to just laugh with my friends too. But what surrounds us is crazy. And we're fighting over all of it. And I don't know how to just get back to LOL. Like, I want to that's where I'd like to live, over with Billy in the corner throwing grenades from the shadows at Mike Ryan. That's where I prefer to live.